There is a problem in China, and it's something everybody knows. China's very good at making knockoff products, right? But you know, maybe a fake handbag here, a fake Rolex, a fake anything. But unfortunately, you get a situation where food products and beverages are also knocked off, and so you get things like fake foods, fake beers, fake alcohols, fake juices, fake everything. So anything that's popular and sells well, you can pretty much be guaranteed that they're gonna find a way, because Chinese people are incredibly clever at manufacturing things to look like the real deal. For instance, a very popular brand of Chinese gas station is Shut up. For instance, up north, a very popular brand of gas station is Smile. You'll find these Smile gas stations all over northern China, and we've been stopping at them quite often. Just whatever you do, don't go into the bathrooms. Let's take a look at this truck stop. Oh God, this is gross. This is wow. Oh wow, this is bad. The smell is just, oh my word. Anyway, I found it quite hilarious to come across a complete knockoff of a Smile gas station, which was called UMless. Basically, they just took the Smile letters and jumbled them up a bit, used the exact same logo, same design language, and hey, Bob's your uncle, and no one seems to complain or care. Everybody just pulls in thinking it's a Smile. Now, I personally don't really have a huge problem with people making knockoff handbags and watches and so on and so forth. It's not a big deal. I mean, a knockoff gas station, why does that matter? You're still getting gas at the end of the day, or petrol as I like to call it. But the problem comes in when these knockoff products start affecting people's health and actually killing people. So knockoff medicine, knockoff food, knockoff drinks. Now this is where the big problem comes in. China is full of absolutely wonderful, friendly, hospitable people if you go into the rural areas. These are my favorite people in China. As soon as you leave the bigger cities, the people have always welcomed me into their homes. They're always very curious, absolutely lovely people. It's very, very friendly couple of ethnic Chinese Koreans. Ethnic Korean, Chinese, whatever. Have invited us into their home / shop to take a photo together. Yeah, they give us to change his clothes, yeah. We won't show that. And it's usually the rural people that are hit the hardest by all these fake medicines, fake beverages, fake things that can affect their health, because there is still a very big wealth gap in China and a huge, vast difference between, the rich and the poor. And in China, the majority of people are still very poor and live in very impoverished conditions, and money means a lot. So if they see they can get medicine that costs less, of course they're going to buy that medicine, and then they'll feed it to their children, and their children get sick. Right? So for me, it's my biggest issue is that the people that I love the most in China are the people that are getting hurt the most by these counterfeit products. Now, of course, these counterfeit products affect everybody, rich and poor, but the rich people generally, they will go to proper shopping malls to go buy their LV bags. They'll go overseas to Paris or Italy to go buy their designer clothing. Whereas, the average man on the street, so sort of the poorer, lower, middle income people, they tend to rely on buying a lot of things online, sight unseen. And this is where the problem comes in. I'm going to talk to you about the scales of these counterfeit operations. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. And by the way, if you look at all these signs, see, sorry, it's weird doing this mirrored. See all these kind of interesting squiggles? That's actually Mongolian script, because I'm currently in Inner Mongolia, hence the blue skies and the strange writing on some of the signs here. Anyway, you start at the very low tier, and these are the people that sell sort of low-scale knockoffs on Taobao. So for instance, thinking about getting some weight gain powder to hit the gyms and get massive gains, think again about buying it on Taobao, because you get lots of little guys doing these sort of fake operations out of their houses, and they'll, you know, package fake goods. They'll get the proper machines to seal them up and make them look legit. They'll print out labels, they'll do that kind of thing. And there have been certain surveys which have found up to 40% of all goods sold on Taobao, which is basically the it's the Chinese eBay, up to 40% are fake. So you get these small scale operations, but then of course it ramps up into much bigger scale operations. Like for instance here, this factory producing fake Heineken beer, which you can see is on a massive scale. They've got the pallets ready, they've got distribution networks, they've got trucks that'll come and pick these things up and take them all over the country. So yeah, I mean, it goes from small to big, but it's a massive industry here, and it's really a sort of very core, despicable sort of group of opportunistic people who are taking advantage. And although there are, of course, very, very heavy repercussions if people are caught, for instance, the very famous fake milk powder case, which saw the people responsible actually put to death, it doesn't seem to stop people from continuing to take advantage of an easy situation. You know, in China, because it's such a big country and it's still a developing country, it's very difficult for people to basically regulate what gets sold in the shops. There's a lot of corruption, there's a lot of nepotism, there's a lot of sort of friends who know friends, that kind of thing. And so all these fake products end up in the shelf, or on the shelves, end up in shops, end up on your plate, end up in your pharmacy. So unfortunately, this is the situation in China. It's developing. At the moment here in China, money is God. And you'll see that people put money in earning money, especially earning quick money, above everything else, and it's quite depressing. This is of course not everybody, and I'm generalizing, but you see it more and more where people are willing to put the health and well-being of other people, their fellow citizens, children, grandparents, doesn't matter what. They're willing to put those people's lives at risk just to make a quick buck. It's a sad state of affairs, but the younger generation, at least the people that I associate with, people that I talk to, all condemn it. It is going to get better. It's one of those things that unfortunately exists and is a reality in China, but I have a lot of hope that it will change in the future. If you're in China, all I can say is be vigilant, try to buy from legitimate places and legitimate sources. If something looks too cheap or too good to be true, it usually is. And for instance, especially with beer, be very careful where you buy it. These little side-of-the-road barbecue stalls and stuff, you are guaranteed to get fake beer, just the way it is. I've fallen victim to that plenty of times in the past. And they can give you a horrible hangover, and in the worst case scenario, they could actually kill you, you know, if they're just really bad fakes. And you do quite often hear stories of people dying, usually like 10, 11 people dying from consuming fake alcohol in a small village somewhere. So you have to be careful with that kind of thing. Anyway, I just want to end this on a positive note to say that so far our trip through northern China has been fantastic. And I think you'll see that we've managed to really connect with the local people here and hopefully show you what China really is like. Mind the little gnats and flies and nonsense. And I just want to say a big cheers to all of you, especially you watching my channel who are patient enough. I apologize for only releasing one video a week. It's just incredibly stressful. We're riding. See, my license plate fell off my bike because of the bad roads we've been going through. See the remnants? It actually just sheared right off because of all the bumps and the torture we've been enduring. But it's been fantastic. We're more than halfway through. Cannot wait, like I said, for you to see the final product. And until next time, you know the drill. 你好，你可以帮我说，我现在做个视频发给我的朋友，你可不可以帮我说 Stay awesome？ 什么意思 ？Stay awesome 是你真棒，你真棒，好，真棒，好 ，Thank you. So as he said, 你真棒 and oh yeah, Sea Milk's here by the way.
Hi guys.
You know the drill, guys. Stay awesome. Well, hey there. I've bumped into a subscriber, and well, how about an introduction?
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Henry. I've been in the U.S. since high school, and my home is in Shenzhen. I'm just hanging out with my parents here, and I ran into Winston, so it's such a coincidence.
Cool,
Really
man.
happy.
Can you help me to say stay awesome?
Stay awesome, guys.
Great, that's great, man.